I want to share with you the story of when Jesus met me at the movies. And yes, this is a true story. It happened to me last summer. And in light of Good Friday, I think this is going to encourage a lot of people, especially those who have dealt with grief and trauma. One day I open my email and I see 2 free movie tickets to see the movie Light of the World. And it's this animation of the life of Jesus. And I thought, sure, why not? So I set a date to go see it. I asked God something so specific. Take us on a movie date and even meet us there at the movies. And little did I know that God would take me up on my offer. So the day comes, we go to the movie, we get our tickets, our popcorn, our drink, we go into the auditorium and it is completely empty. But I noticed something kind of unusual. At the very top, there is a seat and it is covered in a white sheet and it has a sign on it. So we're looking around trying to figure out where we're gonna sit because we have the whole place to ourselves. But we feel led to sit directly in front of this seat that is covered in this white sheet. So we march ourselves up to the spot. We sit down in the row in front of it and the sign says, out of order. But really what it said was reserved for the King of Kings and Lord of Lords, because Jesus most definitely was sitting in that spot and he was waiting for us. So the movie starts and we're watching it, we're enjoying it, it's amazing, we're having a great time. And then it gets to the part of the Garden of Gethsemane and where Jesus is about to suffer and be crucified. And I start getting uncomfortable. I had been carrying around for 18 years this burden of grief and trauma. Every time I would see a movie or a scene or even read the gospel in the Bible, Jesus' death and crucifixion, I would shy away from it. And I know that sounds so terrible. And it was because I was carrying grief and trauma. And what I had seen and experienced, I had reflected on the Lord's grief and the trauma of the cross and the burden of sin that he carried for the world. And I had no idea I was doing that, but he knew, and he was about to just completely set me free from it right there in that movie theater. I'm crying during these scenes. My mom is the same. She's crying. The movie ends and we get up and we walk out of the movie theater, and all of a sudden I feel like I have a new heart. I feel new. I feel like I've been healed and free. After that moment, I would look at Jesus in a totally different light that I can't even really explain. I had laid that burden right down at the foot of the cross right there in that movie theater. He met me there in that movie theater. He touched me and he delivered me. I opened my Bible to Matthew 11 and I put the sticky note and I write grief on it and I cross it out. This is just proof. It doesn't matter your story, doesn't matter what it is or where you're at. You can be at the movie theater and you can lay down that burden because he first carried it. The price is paid in full. The price is paid in full. And we rejoice in his suffering. He suffered and he died for us, for the world, the sins of the world. We are forgiven. We are redeemed. It is time to lay those burdens down at the cross.